Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, welcome back to another Janny C Raps video. And now today, we are going to be going over 10 easy to follow. If you follow these, I guarantee you will learn how to drive a manual tips. Now, I've only been behind a manual car once, and I love it. But the thing is, these tips I've gotten off websites. Like, I've watched a million videos. I've secured that these tips are always guaranteed. And let's get into it. Alright, guys. So, the first tip with driving a manual is to be smooth. Whenever you're letting off the clutch, a lot of people like to just press on the clutch and then move their foot off very fast. That is incorrect. Do not do that, because not only will you run the risk of just stalling in front of like public and stuff, and like having cars behind you possibly hitting you, but you will also burn out your clutch way faster like that, because your clutch is meant to be released and at the bite point. This way the engine locks in, and it's just you're gonna burn out your clutch way faster by releasing fast than being smooth with it. The next tip is, do not rest your hand on the gear shifter. Now, a lot of people like to just keep their hand on the armrest and their palm on the gear shifter like this. That is a big no. Do not do that, since it causes tension and pressure on the engine. It'll just screw up the engine entirely. Tip number 3 is, if you guys are still learning how to drive a manual, use an e-brake. Always use the handbrake. It's called an e-brake. Some people call it the handbrake. Use the handbrake or the e-brake for when you're on a hill. That's because when you're learning, and you're on a hill, you're gonna roll backwards a little bit. A lot of people, when they start rolling backwards, they get nervous. They'll start slamming on the gas, hit the brakes, and that'll just stall the car, and you can possibly hit a car behind you. Use the handbrake. So when the light turns green, ease up on the clutch while the handbrake is still up, and once you feel the bite point of the clutch, give it a little gas. And then once you're giving it a little gas, you start to feel like a pull. That's when you put the handbrake down gently, slowly. This way you won't roll backwards at all. It's like a little cheat. You won't roll backwards, and you'll just take off without risking hitting the car behind you. Tip number 4 is to downshift first. Always downshift first. Never rev your gas pedal while downshifting. Always downshift and then put pressure on your gas pedal. You'll be lugging the engine if you downshift while accelerating, and you'll run the risk of ruining the engine. Tip number 5 is to never ever rest your foot on the clutch pedal. The slightest pressure can loosen up the tension of the clutch. That is a no-go. You'll burn out your clutch way faster like that, and you'll have serious engine problems. There's a dead pedal on the side. So here's the dead pedal, here's the clutch, here's your foot. Always, after you step on the clutch, step on the dead pedal. You won't run the risk of ruining your clutch, your engine, nothing. Tip number 6 is, the clutch is go. The gas is speed. A lot of people get this mixed up with the clutch. They just let go in order to hit the gas and go. That's enough. If you just let go of the clutch easily without putting any pressure on the gas, you'll still end up rolling. You'll go. But the whole point of the gas in a manual car is, after you start rolling, how fast do you go? So after you let go of the clutch, how fast do you want to go? That's the whole point of the gas pedal. The gas pedal is only there for acceleration. It's not for moving. The clutch is there for moving. Tip number 7 is that there is no need to downshift into first gear. If you are slowing down going to a red light, you're already going slow enough where there's no need to downshift. So just before you approach the light, just foot on the clutch, press it in, shift into neutral. That's when you're already going slow enough that nothing will happen. So what you can do is, you'll shift into neutral, and then you can let go of the clutch and just let the brake do the rest of the work. step on the brake, you're good from there. Tip number 8 is downshifting is good. Downshifting from 6th to 5th to 4th to 3rd to 2nd and then into neutral is very good, because not only will it not hurt your clutch. A lot of people are scared of the myth that downshifting will hurt your clutch. It will not hurt your clutch, but at the same time, it can save you gas. And if you're rolling up to a stoplight, you have more control of the car instead of instantly shifting into neutral. It's kind of like tip number 7, but it's always downshifting is always good when slowing down. Alright guys, and for number 9, it is do not coast in neutral. Now the reason for this is it is way easier to downshift and still maintain control of the car than to, when you're coming to a stop, switch straight to neutral without downshifting at all and lose full motion of the car. You have no control of the car, and if a car is coming like right behind you, you have no way to swerve out the way, nothing. And guys, number 10, the last one. This is the final tip that I can give you for now. This is just a short video I want to get out. This is the final tip for beginning driving a manual. It is get help. So just do not try and be a driving hero when it comes to learning a manual. You need somebody in the car with you that has the experience, that has the knowledge, that can teach you. Trust me, I've learned. YouTube, it's great for like understanding, but once you come inside the car, everything just leaves your brain, and every car is different. So just when you get in the car, it's best to have the owner of the car or somebody who's driven a manual understand everything, like teach you everything. Alright guys, and that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Road to 200 subs. I know we can make it, especially with you guys and with this great kart channel I'm starting to build up. Fortnite done, video games done, maybe here and there when I'm just, you know what, why not. But besides that, this is officially a kart channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.